It's a super effective for the markets. All markets make brand new record highs. What's up, everybody? It's Bubba's Daily Update, and here we are once again. Brand new record highs across the board. The Russell, the NASDAQ, the Dow, and the S&P. There is no stopping this market. It's going up forever. We might get to Dow 1 million before the end of the year. Well, maybe not. Anyways, again, I don't think it should be a surprise or a shock to anybody. We actually said that we expected the markets to drool higher, but they actually exploded a little bit. Again, there's nothing really to stop it. It's a holiday trade. It's been extremely, excruciatingly quiet, painful from a trading standpoint. But in the meantime, here we are. All right. Again, why get in front of the market when you don't have to? I don't see any reason to try to step in front of this market. I think the market looks like it wants to go higher. It's acting like it wants to go higher. Let it go higher. Well, if you want to sell it, wait and find a spot to sell it when it's realistic and when you can actually justify selling the market versus just trying to guess where the top is at. We saw some interesting action in gold, rallied off a little bit off of 1270, which is what we expected. Silver rallied a little bit today. Oil was down and looked like it was going, and then all of a sudden, boom, turned back around and closed up near its highs. The bonds were pretty wild, pretty volatile. We've got the Fed minutes tomorrow, so we'll see what those do to the market. And of course, it's kind of interesting where the bonds are, just because I think they should be lower. I don't think they should. I think interest rates are going up, and I think the Fed's going to raise. But again, one of the things you always have to remember is that let the money flow and play with the money flow. Don't try to predict it yourself unless you got more money than the market. And I don't know anybody who's got that much. Right? So here we are, looking higher. Grains almost closed, but wheat did manage a little bit of a rally. Corn managed to finish about flat, and soybeans down a little bit, but nothing to think about. As we expected when we talked about covering feeder cattle yesterday, they rallied a little bit today. Now, again, I still think that 148 level is going to come back into play. Hogs went up to the level we talked about, and boom, broke all the way back down again, and we're down pretty substantially again today. And the fat cattle or live cattle was, marginally higher. But again, there is nothing to get overly excited about in the overall market right now. If you're long and your IRAs are great, terrific. But from a trading standpoint, there's not a lot to do. You see, one of the things you have to remember, for like options traders, for example, if you're trying to sell premium, you're not getting paid that much. Everybody knows what's going on. This is not like a surprise, like you're pulling something over on the market. So if an option has a lot of premium, there's probably something going to happen there. You continue to see a lot of the same issues struggle. GE is obviously up in ugliness, and there's other things that are going on. But from a general overall trading standpoint, there's not a lot to do. Sure, if you're watching all 3,000 stocks, maybe you can find something to actually get active and involved in. But again, why bother? That's what I say. Why is it worth it? Thursday is going to be Thanksgiving. Friday is going to be a half a day. So tomorrow will be something maybe, if the Fed minutes say anything. But overall, most people are going to be gone already. And in today's world, you don't have to be on the floor. You don't have to be there. So most will be already gone, and they'll call and see what's going on, and then they'll make their decisions. I think you got to sit tight. I think you need to relax and not try to get too overly involved in these markets. You've got an extremely strong bullish sentiment, which I think is wrong. But again, until there's a reason to change that sentiment, because again, as long as margin debt continues to go up every day, and as long as people are buying and there's no volume, why should you try to step in front of it? That's the whole key. Now you look at certain things, you look in back to the grains for a minute. They've punished them so far. I don't see much room on the downside. The dollar was higher, actually closed flat. Euro currency up a little bit. British pound relatively flat. Just not a lot to really get overly excited about. So I think you sit back, you relax, and we'll see what the Fed minutes bring tomorrow and see if that does turn the market, but I would doubt it. I would expect to see more of the same. In fact, I could almost guess that, for the rest of the year, it'll probably be a little bit like this, light volume. Nobody wants to get too involved. The fund managers want to keep what they got. So I don't think there'll be a lot going on. I don't think there'll be a lot of excitement. I think you sit back and you have to wait. We have to wait for the right pattern to appear as we look. I think, you look at some individual issues. You might want to take a flyer on DDD. It looks okay. Kerix, Kerx, looked okay. You know, those are two cheap gamble plays if you're looking for something to do. In the meantime, don't forget to check out highschoolinvesting.com. That's my program. I've been funding it for 6 years by myself. I've got 300 high schools. We'd like to keep it going, but we now need to raise a little bit of dough. And we're using Patreon, which is patreon.com/Bubba Trading. If you'd like to help out, and for those who do, I'll be doing a special webinar. And you can get an autographed copy of my book as my gift. In the meantime, also I'm doing a special webinar on Friday at noon Eastern time, my Black Friday webinar, which I'll be explaining all about markets and all of the different markets. And futures traders have been doing great. So everything has been A-okay. In the meantime, everybody have a great day. Thank you so much for being here. And don't forget to get the Bubba Show every day, 2 to 3 Eastern. Have a great day, everybody. Thank you so much. We'll see you back here tomorrow. And I'll have the football selections for Thursday, as we had Atlanta yesterday. Have a great day, everybody. Thank you so much. We'll see you later.